What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we have an emergency report with all the red going on in the market. It seems that Bitcoin has taken another slide. We're going to run through the top alts and Bitcoin and show you what's going on with the action. First, on the 4-hour chart, as we finally have a small bit of a green candle that is forming, but we do also have this crossover, a very bearish crossover with the oscillators on the stochastic, a divergence between the fast and the slow line, and a downward trajectory. It looks like we had a bullish cross on the MACD, but now it appears that the fast line on the MACD oscillators could be hinting at reversing and crossing back over the slow line, which is your orange line, and going into another negative trajectory. So we're going to just jump down some of these main alts very quickly and see what the situation looks like. It certainly looks like a buying opportunity to me, but there is no guarantee that things might not go lower. If anything, it's an opportunity to dollar cost average. Here we have Ethereum at 3,052 after this nice big fat red candle. Heavy selling volume shown here on the volume indicator. Litecoin coming in at $127.92. It's about to fall out of the bottom of my strike zone. Matic, we just talked about this in the live video. I said that if we fell off of this volume node at $2.13, that it was possible that we were going to head down here towards the $1.83 node. We are at the $1.93 node. This is the last thing that is going to hold it from falling down to this next volume node. Solana is at 139.59, fighting its way back up after this dip. As a matter of fact, let's just look at the 1 hour. So the 1 hour, we have a crossover already, and we can see that the MACD oscillators are about to cross over, and then we have the point of control price sitting here at $140. We're currently at the point of control price on the 1 hour chart, and it's also actually the same node on the 4-hour chart. So will it hold here? That is the question. But with this ugly crossover here, I don't know if we've got enough momentum to make our way back up, and it's going to depend on what Bitcoin does. Moving on, Cardano, wow, $8.51. We did fall below this last node at 941. On the last video that we did, we were at $10.16. We talked about the possibility of falling down to this lower node, but now we're in no man's land. Cardano needs to come up now, or it's going to fall farther away from us. Let's see. We'll take a quick look at a few more, just a handful. We've got Chainlink coming in at 24.41. Not looking too bad, as Chainlink is still showing an overall uptrend as it bounced off of the 50-day EMA. Even with this ugly crossover and bearish azimuth on the stochastic oscillators, price is holding up, and we're printing a pretty nice little green candle on Chainlink. crypto.com. Nice little slide there. We're sitting down here at this small volume node at 44 cents. We also talked about that yesterday, that if we fell off of the 47-cent node, that this would be a possibility. It could go further. Now, moving on down the line, XYO is actually not doing too bad. Not as big of a slide as everything else, sitting at 2.8 cents. We've got IOTX falling below a dime. We fell hard off of the 11.3 cent volume node, and now it's anybody's ball game as far as what the bottom could be. Anchor is now at 9 cents. We fell hard below the 10-cent volume node. Where it stops, nobody knows. It's too early to tell because we do not have any prior history. There are no volume nodes showing down here for the visible range at any rate. So we don't know how far this is going to go, but it does appear that it is in a slip zone. Jasmine coming in at roughly 2 cents. And it is sticking a nice small little green candle here with a very bearish stochastic. I'll be very curious to see how this plays out. If this is enough of a putting on the brakes move to stop this nasty slide, because this stochastic reversal and dump does not reflect the current green candle. This only reflects that last little red volume bar that occurred before the green one that we are now on. Last but not least, ACH. Not looking too bad. We had a slight movement down, not nearly as bad as what we see with the other big coins, but we do have a bearish stochastic crossover and an MACD that is looking bearish along with it. Let's flip back up to Bitcoin. Oh, we forgot about XRP, but it looks just like everything else. The market is in lockstep. In fact, this is a bearish crossover on the one-day chart for XRP. So I'm expecting us to have some momentum as we head down to this 63-cent volume node. Bitcoin at 41,153. Looking at the one-day chart, we are still in the midst of a red candle, and we are sitting on this downward sloping line of the parallel trading channel that I delineated on the live stream. It looked like we had a crossover coming here, but you can see that the blue line is flattened out and it is now printing on top of the red line, so it could diverge. And it looks like the MACD has crossed over bearish, and we have the fast line and the slow line diverging away from each other. That is certainly bearish. Ethereum looking very bearish on the one-day chart. We could be headed down to the next volume node at 26,000, worst case scenario. Litecoin is still looking bearish on both the stochastic and the MACD. Matic, wow, we were going to have a crossover here, but as you can see, the blue line almost touched the orange line and it had bailed off. Now they are divergent and both are in a negative downward direction with a very bearish MACD. That means that the next volume node of $1.86, $1.84 rather, is a possibility. Solana looking sloppy and bearish on the one-day chart as we are now trading below the 200 EMA line. It's trying to fight its way back to the 200 EMA. We'll have to see if it could make it there. Cardano looks bearish on the one day with this crossover with the MACD that is lagging behind the already bearish stochastic. I left off Flux. Flux seems to be doing its own thing as the MACD looks very bullish, and the stochastic, it appears that the fast line is starting to curl over here, which could mean that we have another crossover happening. So after the big slide that everything else took, Flux said, I don't care. I'm not playing along with everybody else. And it pumped all the way up to $2.94 before settling down at the current price of $2.74. Koval on the one-day chart looks extremely strong. We talked about this yesterday, that if we could hold this ascending bottom line, where these bottoms here, if we can hold this, it's going to flip and we're going to have our next pump up. This coin looks really good on the one day. And let's end this on Chainlink at 24.49 with a bearish crossover on the stochastic after it hinted at a double hump Campbell, but now the fast line is below the slow line, pointing downward, and it looks like the oscillators on the MACD are about to round off and go down. I might be going live tonight. Check back soon. I will let you know. I will post in the community. I'll put up a post and let you know if I'm going live tonight. So have your questions ready. If you would like to ask me a question about your favorite project, if it's a legitimate project, and if I have knowledge of that project, I'll be glad to share some TA with you. None of this is financial advice. Don't make any trading decisions based on what you saw in this video. Like and subscribe if you have not already, and help support the channel. I thank you very much in advance for that. It takes a lot of time and a lot of money to produce all of this stuff and to keep these videos coming up. So thank you for your support. This is Carlton, and I am out.